Hey guys, welcome to the team call. It is Monday, August 29th, so last couple days in August. Are you guys all reading You're a Badass? Yes. Awesome. Okay, so, oh yes, even like a mystery thumbs up. Perfect. I know, I was like, where'd that arm come from? Lisa's doing like some funky. Oh, funny. Okay, so how far did everybody make it?
Chapter 3.
Scott's
around chapter 5 or chapter 6. I can't remember.
5 or chapter 6.
I'm on chapter 18.
Chapter 18. Okay, so is that about halfway?
I think so.
Okay.
I got to when they said part 4.
Part 4. Perfect. Because part 4 was like where I measured it about halfway. Oh, and I didn't quite get to part 4. I think I'm more like a third of the way through it than half the way through it. So wherever it is you are at, just figure out how many pages or how many chapters or how many minutes, if you're listening to the audiobook, you have to do each day this week in order to be done for next week, right? Okay, awesome. Because let's see, I'm going to pull up our fitness. I'm going to pull up that post real fast and see, because do you guys remember off the top of your head who is or what book was in charge for next week? Book club. Okay, did I put all the information in there? Or did I make a file?
Leaders eat last.
Oh, I did right here.
I wrote down leaders eat last.
Yeah, I must have. So I've got the audiobook. Well, not for that one, but in the book club picture, I've got all the stuff up till now in there, but files. Okay. Team calls.
The www.
Or where did we write this down at? Did I just write it down in my... I must have just wrote it down in my...
I was going to say, I had to go back to the original post to find it.
Book club. Yeah, I just wrote it down in here. Okay, so we've got Leaders Eat Last by Simon Sinek. It is 8 hours and 27 chapters. So it's even longer. I wonder, do you guys feel like 4 hours a week is okay? Are you guys feeling okay? So we'll stick to 2 weeks on that one too as well, rather than splitting it in, because splitting it into 3 weeks would make it 2 hours and 45 minutes or something like that a week, which should be more than doable, right? So are you guys thinking 2 weeks, splitting it in? Okay, so we'll split it into 2 weeks. I will, Trina, did you say you have that on Audible?
I do. If you show me how to change it over, we can get that post.
What's it called?
Leaders Eat Last. So I've got like, I don't know, I've got like 10 credits or something like that in Audible. So I'll probably just get it unless you want to let me have access to your account with your email and your password. Because I had to pay for the program on my Mac. It was like $35 in order to convert it from a Audible file to an MP3. So I really have to do it on my computer. I don't.
Who's the author?
Simon.
Simon Sinek?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So I guess if you want to Facebook message me your email and your password if you want. If not, I can just use one of my credits and get it So
Was that one on Bergen's list?
I don't know.
I can look real quick. I'll get it up.
I know we should be double checking and making sure that they're not already done on in Eric's files. Are you looking? Simon.
I got to Simon. I haven't got it to open yet.
Right here.
Yep, it's there.
It is? Leaders eat last?
Oh, sweet.
Cool. Okay, awesome. So that'll save lots of time on that. And then I'll find it on Amazon as well and post the link to buy the book if you want to.
So the audible of it's already in the group.
It is. Yep. So I will go into that one and take the link specifically from that book and post it in that picture that says book club. So I'll do that right after we're done with the
You
team
sure it's
talk.
on there?
Why?
The ones they have are these ones.
What? Which ones are they?
You want
Start with
Simon Sinek. Leaders eat last.
Hmm.
It has, let me open it back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 segments.
how many
How many books does he have on there?
yeah,
2.
2?
The other one is Start with Why.
Okay, so is it that last? Is it that other one?
Must be.
Okay. Sweet, sweet, sweet.
Yeah. Mine just said it only had like THERS and then don't.
Oh,
So it's-
so is
it
it that one? Okay. Oh yeah, eaters eat last. Something together and others don't. Gotcha. Okay, that's just
Sorry.
more of the title. Okay, sweet. So I will take that link. I'll post it in that photo along with the link to Amazon if you want to get the book. So before this week, is there anything that you guys read in You're a Badass that anybody wants to share?
Time is an illusion. Have you gotten to that part yet?
Time is an illusion. Yeah. Well, I've read it like 3 or 4 times now. So
Yes.
it's good. It's good. And every single time I come up with something like that, I was like, oh, I don't remember that part. So crazy. So super crazy. But I can't remember what I was reading today that I was like, oh, that's really super good. It kind of went along the lines of the little quote in my 5-minute journal today too, which I can't remember what it was either.
That was on the stuff.
Did she say that in You're a Badass? Are you gonna share that?
Well, you sure?
Yeah. Okay, so this is
I see my
Scott's
phone.
takeaway.
They all think that-
This one right here. If you want to live a life you've never lived, you have to do things you've never done. So, which, if you're expecting a different result doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over again, I think that's called insanity, right? Doing the same thing over and over again.
I caught it.
and expecting something different. So if you want something different, you have to do something different. For sure. I like that one. Does anybody else have anything from the first half of You're a Badass you want to share?
Really like the whole love yourself thing. Like, I understand that's kind of the whole point of the book. I mean, the title, You Are a Badass, but one thing that it really got me doing when I was listening to it was thinking about not so much. I was taking a little more literal. I mean, what makes you feel like a badass? I mean, there's bad things out there that make you feel like a badass. When I was a teenager, you know, when I started smoking, that's a terrible example, but you did it because you felt like a badass. You know, you'd cruise around in your truck, you know, arm hanging out the window because you're a badass. I mean, what things make you feel like a badass? And so I started doing a list of those things and trying to figure out like what gave me that like elated sensation, you know, why did it make me feel that way? And then trying to figure out things that I can recreate that would continue to make me feel that way. Because it does seem like when things are aligned, and she always talks about tuning into that frequency. When you feel good about yourself and when things are going your way and you get that elated feeling, things, you know, that frequency hits, you can feel it. It's kind of like she said, as soon as you recognize it, you kind of fall out of it. So, but that's what I've been doing, is kind of going through and trying to figure out what's making me feel, what gets me on that frequency, and how can I recreate it. And obviously, I'm not going to smoke, so I'm not doing that one again. But, you know, if I feel good about washing my pickup and going for a drive, I'm not going to do that.
Yep.
I mean, it can be simple things like that, but yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And I just remembered the one that I can't remember exactly what she said in the book, but when I was reading it today, I was like, oh man, that really goes along the same lines as what the quote in my 5-minute journal was, which was to do with your spare time, with your free time, do the things that you love to do, not the things that you feel like you should do or that you have to do. And I was like, oh, you know, that's a good little quote that, you know, on your free time, when you're done, do the stuff that you love, because that's what, because she was saying the people who are living a happy life, it's because they're doing the things that they love to do on their free time. And one of the things that she was saying, like a trip somewhere, she gave like several different examples in the book. Do you guys remember that part? Yeah, she gave several examples, and one of them was go on a trip somewhere or something. So yeah, anyhow, well, there's my little kicker. Does anybody have anything else that they want to share?
I liked, and it really got me thinking when she was talking about like projecting, you know, like when you struggle with people and what they're doing, it's oftentimes what you recognize in yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't remember exactly, you know, other than that, her wording in just doing what you love, embracing that. What do you got?
I like she actually said growth ain't for weenies. I started listening to it again today, you know, that half of it. And it's amazing how much you pick up again and again. But, you know, that and her reference to a higher power, you know, something to seek inspiration and, you know, mainly inspiration too. That's pretty cool. So.
Embrace your inner badass.
Yeah.
It's a really empowering book. I read it, I don't know, a couple months ago. I don't think I finished it. But I'm enjoying it. It's allowing for a lot of self-reflection, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Sweet. All right. So for this week, for our book club, you all know that we're supposed to be finishing You're a Badass before next Monday, or at least before the team call, I guess. If you want to include Monday, or if you want to start Monday with the other book, if you're already done, then that's fine too. So for the end of this month, how is everybody feeling? Because everybody's in a team cup team, right? Maybe not Matt. Matt, I know you were going through some crazy stuff when it was team cup sign up time, and know that it was pretty crazy. But so for the month of August, how are you guys feeling as far as wrapping things up for the next 2 days? 2 days. Can you believe it? I can't believe it.
This month certainly flew by. I'm feeling pretty strong about my month. I should have my goal of ST6 met by tomorrow. I've got 2 people that are going to order. Followed up with them both today, like, hey, I don't know if you guys have experienced this too, but 2 of my coaches that I signed up this month both had issues getting their enrollment completed. They kept getting errors. Both times had to call Beachbody. And I don't know if it's because they were initially customers, like when I was, wanting people to vote for me for the challenge, and they wanted to get a free account to actually enroll them as a coach. I don't know if that's where the issue is. So twice with both my coaches, we had that issue.
Did you send them a link from the mobile app?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Beachbody ended up taking care of it. Like, my mom was one of them. She had to call them. And then Tammy, a gal last week, this weekend was trying to do it. I kept getting errors. So I sent her the coach relations line number.
Yeah. Maybe next time, because I had a gal today trying to get signed up as a coach through the mobile app link that I sent her to. And it was graying out the email address spot. So she couldn't put in her email address, and it wouldn't let her go past it because that box was empty. And so I just said, okay, well, we'll just have to do it like manual way. Go to my website, click coach, go through the steps, pick from the 140 challenge pack, you know what I mean? And she did that, and it went through just fine.
Huh, okay.
So maybe if that happens in the future, maybe see if you can walk them through it, just going to your website and going through all the steps of picking out their stuff that way.
Okay.
And yeah, other than that, I don't know. I haven't had any other problems like that. So it's a mystery. It's all electronics, right, Marcy? The electronics, they're out to get us.
Right.
They are. They're evil. Just saying.
So funny. So funny. Okay, so what else I wanted to talk to you guys about is I really want to start doing like the live power hours again. But I want, rather than it being like a power hour. Okay, so I guess the question is everybody using the 7-step funnel system?
I start it, and then I keep forgetting where I'm at with people, and so I stop it.
Okay.
Marcy.
So if we did, because I really like the 7-step funnel system when you use it like the 7-step funnel system. You know what I mean? So what I want to do is I want to schedule 2 times a week for half an hour. What'd you call it? Power 30? Power 30 is what we're going to call it. Power 30. So it's going to be like a half an hour power hour. And in that power hour, we're only going to be inviting and following up. Does that make sense? So like sending out your birthday, happy birthdays, that you can do on your own, I feel pretty easily. Let's see, what else do we have on here? Your positive affirmations, you can do that on your own. You can check the coach online office and email your customers, email new coaches. That I feel like everybody can do on their own. I feel like what the hang up is actually sending out those invites. Agreed or not?
Agreed.
Agreed.
Agreed. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to pick 2 times to do that Power 30. So it'll just be like 30 minutes of straight connecting and messaging and following up. Okay. And so when is there, because I'm thinking of doing 2 so that we can hit the morning crowd and maybe hit the night crowd. Does that make sense? So what does anybody have any days or time in particular that they're like, oh, I would love this time?
After 9.
After 9? Okay. So like a 9 o'clock one night?
Or morning.
Or morning. Okay. I was just automatically thinking night because it's nighttime.
Well, I'm liking 9 o'clock in the evening as well.
Yeah.
But
9
if
to
we're doing
9?
the morning one, I like hitting things in the morning, and around 9 works really good.
Yeah. Okay. So what if we do, I'm trying to think. What if we did one Wednesday night at 9 and one Friday morning at 9? I was thinking Friday morning because Trina, I know you've got Friday mornings off, but I also know that you get your nails done
Every other Friday,
every other Friday. What time do you normally go?
8 o'clock in the morning.
8 o'clock. So you wouldn't be done and home by 9 o'clock. What time do you normally get home?
9:30 if it's not a backfill. Backfill, it's about 10:30 because it's a 2-hour appointment.
Okay. What do you guys
I'm
think?
usually working out around 9. So.
In the morning?
Yeah.
Okay. So 9 in the morning.
I'm flexible. What works for you, Lisa?
Huh? No, I'm flexible. I mean, usually around 9, I'm kicking my workouts, but I don't start working until noon. So
What if we did every, and you said it was 10:30. I was thinking maybe 9:30, or we could do 10:30 on Friday morning if everybody wants to have it a little bit later in the morning. What do you guys think? Yeah? Sound good? Okay, so let's plan
I'll be on the Wednesday one.
Wednesday at 9 o'clock at night.
which we can do.
Good. Okay. So Power 30, P30. That's what we're gonna call it. And then Friday morning at 10:30.
Okay.
Does 10:30 work? When they do a backfill, are you home at 10:30? Okay. Because I'd hate for you to just be getting done with your appointment and then driving home for the half an hour that we're on or whatever. Okay. So Wednesdays at 9 o'clock and Fridays at 10:30. And then we keep our team call at 8 o'clock on Mondays. And Fit Club is another thing we need to talk about.
On Wednesday nights, I can probably just stay up with 30 minutes longer. Be on the Wednesday night call.
And be on the Wednesday. Okay.
So on Fridays, if you want to do them at 9:30, I'll just hit the 9:30s when I can, and on at night every third week or 6 weeks.
Right. So you would only miss one Friday. Oh, or would you only make one Friday?
My backfills are every third time, so that's every 6 weeks. So on that week, I can just hit the Wednesday night at 9 o'clock if you want to make the Power 30 at 9:30 on Fridays.
Okay, so you'd only miss one every month and a half ish.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Oh, I don't know, Marcy, are you leaving? Oh, okay. All right. See you later. Thanks for hopping on. So, okay. So if that's the case, do you guys still want to do 10:30 or would you rather do like 9:30?
That works.
That's 2 questions.
9:30 works.
Yeah.
Okay. So you want to do 9:30? Okay. We'll bump it up to 9:30. 9:30 on Fridays. Okay, let me pull up Carrie's message again. And so for Fit Club, what she's, I guess she's going to split the big room with like a curtain. And so, so we got to have both E studios, E1 and E2, open for us to use it. So it looks like Monday we wouldn't be able to use it until 8:30. Tuesday we wouldn't be able to use it till 7:45. And Wednesday we wouldn't be able to use it till 8:15. And Thursday would be 8:15 as well.
So it sounds like Wednesday would probably be out, or nobody would be home in time to do.
Yeah, to do the Power 30. Well, and we could still do Wednesday. We would just do our Power 30 like at 9:30, and just go from 9:30 to 10 or something like that.
That sure puts a lot on everybody's plate though on a Wednesday night.
Yeah, all back to back.
Yeah, you go to the Fit Club and then you go home and
so
on that.
So I guess let's figure out what. So
Tuesdays, 7:45.
I don't really like Mondays, and Tuesdays. The only downfall to Tuesday is mutual and everything. Either you've got kids, parents of kids that are in mutual, or coaches who are in charge of doing some of the mutual groups. So that's the only downfall. But I also know 8:15 is pretty late, but and that one, Thursday, it wouldn't even be until 8:30 because Tech 4 goes from 7:45 to 8:30. Yeah, so we probably should stick with Wednesday at 8:15, and then let's move our Power 30 to like Tuesday night at 9 o'clock. Okay, does that work for you guys?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to get a new piece of paper out for writing these times down again.
I know. Heaven forbid you have to actually like just cross it out. Here, I got some for you. Come on, grab it.
So Fit Club is Wednesdays still at what time? 8:15 now?
8:15. Yeah.
Is
Is that starting this week?
That would be starting not in 2 days this week, but next week on the
7th or
7th.
whatever it is. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So Megan,
Yeah.
do you still do like power hours? Like you jump on and do them with people still, or?
I haven't done one of those in a long time. So,
Well,
so
I noticed when you were doing them, and I just kind of thought about it, but I noticed when you're doing them, you know, you do them on your schedule, obviously, like 9 or 10 in the morning, whatever. But maybe you could, if you did do them, maybe you could just do them, but do them like live or whatever on Facebook. And then that way it's recorded in the team page. And then that night we could jump on with you.
Yeah.
Again. I mean, I don't know. You might just be talking to yourself there.
Yeah, that's true. But I know. Then I'd be like, okay, now send out your. So I think you would just have a lot of me like picking my nose or whatever. You know what I mean?
Right, but I mean, I don't know. Sometimes it's easier to keep up with the structure that way.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely think that. Yes, Nate.
When are you doing your power hour?
Yeah, I was just about to say, I guess that doesn't have to apply to you. It could apply to anybody. Anybody that wants to get on the team page can just do it.
Yeah, we can team up as a group. It doesn't have to be just Megan.
Yeah.
You know,
right.
we can team up, or we can jump on the page and just post, hey, we're gonna do a power hour. You want me to open a Zoom or not? You know.
Right.
But you know, with Scott and I have been going back and forth a little bit, and every once in a while we'll do it in the evening. So just so we're staying on track. So if you're up for it, send me a note or something, and I'll jump on.
9 o'clock is what we've been talking about.
What I will do is I will put a picture that says power hour or something, and then whenever anybody wants, like, hey, I'm getting ready to do a power hour, just comment on that photo and see if anything pops up. So I guess in order to get a notification that somebody commented, everybody who wants to participate in the live power hours has got to go on and comment.
Just tag ourselves, yeah.
So that you can, or tag yourself into the picture so that when somebody comments, you'll get a notification. Otherwise, somebody might post it on there, and then like 3 hours later, you finally come across it in the team page and you see it and you're like, oh, did you already do your power hour? So, and then you can post just in the comments, you can post whatever link whoever's hosting the team or the power hour in. So does that sound good?
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah, I like that.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
You know me, I don't have to talk to anybody, but I like having somebody in the background to hold me accountable to getting my job done. I don't know what it is, but I get a lot more consistent stuff done when somebody's on the other line.
Yeah, I agree.
We need a Team Beauty and Beast office. Everybody shows up to work with their coffee cup and
it would work. That's the problem.
It would, because it's structured like everybody's job. So
yep.
It totally would.
Except for Lisa, she's scowling.
What?
Oh, funny. All right. Well, it is going to kick us off any second now. So thank you guys for hopping on, and I'll get that power hour photo put in there for everybody to participate in, and also get the book for next week up and ready to go for next week. So, all right, you guys have a good one, and I'll see you later.
Not all.
Yeah.
Bye.